Hi guys, Nick of Nicktastic Art. Thank you so much for stopping by the art channel. It truly does mean a lot to me. And if you like this video or enjoy what you see, please feel free to hit that like button, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. This piece is going to be an abstract piece, and I started with a black base, but I textured the canvas underneath that base. Now, you don't see that part of the process, but what I did was I used gesso and I used a roller. And basically it gave some texture to the canvas. And so we're gonna start on that back background. Join me on this journey, won't you? Okay, as you can see, we've got a 24 by 36 canvas. It is all black, and there is some texture on there, and that is purposeful in terms of giving the background a little dimension. So we're gonna try this technique again. I've attempted it a couple times, but I'm just not getting the results I want. And one of the things I've changed is my consistency. So my consistency is much more fluid, and hopefully we will see that. We are going this direction, and we're gonna lay the darkest red first, and this is Azo Red Deep. And I want this pretty free flow. We're going to layer the reds in it. This is a Carmine. You can see there's a little bit of a different undertone to that one. And then this is a Pyrrole red. And you'll see that that also has a different... I'm doing that splatter purposely there. And there we go. That's the splatter I wanted to see. All right, so... we've got our reds. Before we move on with any of the other colors, I'm gonna just manipulate this on the canvas a little bit. And I am using a floating tool. So that is this tool right here. It is a contractor's tool. And we're gonna just kind of swoop this. I'd like to bring it down in a little bit of a circle and over. So we'll see how this goes. Down and kind of like this. And then I am going to drop that on the side. Okay. I got a lot of it on the floor. That's okay. And then we're going to push this yeah, I think that's good. And I'm just checking in the middle here if I want to do anything else. That red line, or that little line right there, was probably a mistake. But just going to leverage this to get a little bit of that color off here where I just lost that. A little extra bit there. And I'm just going to take this and swoop that back in right here. See if we can get it covering there and covering here. I think it'll level out. I like that. I like what I'm seeing there. I like that little bit of extra red up at the top. So I'm just looking here for a moment to see. I'd like to bring some of that orange into here. And I only have one orange, so we're just going to do this little guy right here. And we're going to move him around first. And because of how I did that, we're going to come here. Oh, I think I want to go this direction. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to leave the paint on that now because I want to bring that into the yellow. But my yellow is going to come this direction. And this is a lighter yellow. This is Naples yellow right here. And so with this red and orange I've got over here, I'm going to kind of just sweep this through. Didn't exactly do what I want, but we're going to bring this over here, kind of bring that through. I'm getting cell action over here. That's so funny. All right, so now just going to put that on the edge there. I knew I had some paper towels here somewhere. I don't want this to be quite so uniformly aligned. So I'm going to bring this back through. And then take this yellow all the way through there. And probably back over. Now this red got really saturated red without kind of an interaction of some other colors. So we are gonna work on that a little bit here with some of these highlights. And I think we're gonna do that here. Get some of that blended back through. I am gonna take some of this red. Going to take this tool again. I gotta not set that down like that. That's not what we want to do there. And I'm going to bring this much better. Okay, that works for me. I kind of almost want to take a line of this yellow through the center. No, I don't. No, I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to take this out here. Yeah, that's good. All right, we do need to torch this. Because I am getting a lot of air bubbles, and that's not a surprise. I just added water to the paint recently to make it more fluid, so that's what we're seeing here. Let's just hit this here for a moment. You do have to be careful when one of your layers is dried, that you're not burning that underpaint. There we go. Oh, we got a lot of little yellows popping up there. Love it. Okay. So there is a thought process to this, and this piece is going to be very minimalistic. And that thought is I want to get some blue, underlying blue in here, but I want to pop it. So I was going to use the turquoise in order to do that. But looking at this piece, I think I'm going to have to do a couple things, not just the turquoise. So this turquoise is going to be a highlight, and it's going to come from here and this piece over here is where I want to kind of, I've got yellow on there, bring this down and off with this little bit of red here. So this is going to be like that. I wish I'd gotten a little bit heavier here. Now I feel like I can't unless I add some more turquoise. I need it to be a little bit more than that. And one more time should do it. kind of like this bottom part not being so heavy, but what I want to see here is right here. I want to take that through. So we're going to push this up to incorporate it and then bring it down. Now I just need to get these working together a little bit better in my mind. Give me just a moment here, which is almost like a, so I'm going to use a little palette knife and just move that, swish that together. And I think I needed those 2 shakes. Or 2 more. Don't sit in there. Oh, I just put it on the handle. Okay, one little spot right there. Don't love that. Yeah, see, there needs to be another blue in here. It's too heavy, and I'm going to put the blue in the swooshes. And the blue, I need a phthalo, or something that will darken up a lot. And I don't have much of it. Yeah, as evident by that sound. Okay, and we're just going to hit this with a couple like that. And I think I can use a small palette knife and get this to work. Because I don't want it to overmix. And I didn't want to pull too much of it, which is exactly what I did there. You can see where I pulled too much. And we may just move this back around to identify those areas. I think we might just help that be just the same everywhere. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing over here, but I want to bring it here, which is exactly what I wanted. That's good. And then I just want to help it have some structure. Just need a couple flips there of the darker color. I'm good with that. Oh yeah, I kind of like this. Okay. Really like how the turquoise happened on the red. Like the little bits of purple that happened there with their overmix. The red little bop on this side, I like it. I'm good with it. I think it'll be pretty with the black little peek through there. I'm not going to mess with that turquoise bit, although I'm not in love with him. That little bit of a right there, I say I'm not going to mess with it, and then I found some turquoise down here and I'm like, maybe we do. This is always where somebody's always yelling at the screen, don't! That's all right. I like the red peek through. I think that's good. There was one spot in the middle. Oh, it's right there. That is the piece I think that isn't working for me the most. And so we're just going to squish that red through there. It should give some connectivity there to some of the other parts. And in order to draw that together, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And right here. And then I feel like there needs to be one down here somewhere. Does there? I think it's right here. It should dry darker. Okay, we're gonna pop some air bubbles. I think we're good. I think we're good. I want to take this and just move this red off a little bit. I think we're good. Let me show you the dried results. Well, I'm going to pop the air bubbles first, and I promise I won't touch it. Right back with the dried results. And here are the dried results. Guys, I'm in love with this piece. I think it does exactly what I wanted to do. It's expressive, there's a lot of movement, the colors are wonderful. I love the texture, that having that background have some predefined texture applies. There are just so many little highlights and pops, but this speaks to me. And I hope you enjoyed this journey that we went on. Thank you for stopping by the channel again. It does mean a lot. Find your bliss.